girlfriend and I are going to be going on a vacation very soon. Both being recently graduated college students, we're kind of poor, so we figured for our lunches we'd make a lot of meals ourselves. One of the things we're going to have, simple tuna salad sandwiches, easy to make and delicious. So if you want a great delicious tuna salad sandwich, let's make some. The original recipe makes enough tuna salad for 4 sandwiches. I doubled it to make 8. As with any recipe, keep in mind that you can double it, half it, multiply it by 5, whatever. So this will be enough for 8 sandwiches. So first what you need is 14 ounces of white tuna, drained. I left mine slightly wet. You can drain it more if you want. I used to work at Jimmy John's sub place, and they would actually squeeze it with their hands to get all the juices out. So they kept it pretty dry there. This I just drained, pushed down on a little bit and drained. So this is good enough for me. But I guess if you like your tuna really wet and soaking, don't drain it at all. But most people I think would like to drain it. So 14 ounces tuna. Then you need 3/4 cup of mayonnaise, which is also 12 tablespoons. Then you need 2 tablespoons of Parmesan Reggiano. Or sorry, just grated Parmesan of any kind. I just use Parmesan Reggiano from a local grocery. They just grate it up for you. So 2 tablespoons. Then you need 1/4 teaspoon of something called onion flakes, which I never heard of before. So I'm just going to use onion powder. It might even be the same thing. So 1/4 teaspoon. It says to mix all this together. So and I'm going to make sure I use my wooden spoon to kind of break up the tuna into smaller chunks, because you don't want these huge pieces of tuna. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Everybody's different with taste. But I just want your typical consistency of tuna salad, so manageable pieces of tuna. You need 1/2 teaspoon of curry powder. You need 2 tablespoons of dried parsley. So I'm just going to use these parsley flakes I got. So there's 1 tablespoon. Oops, there's 2. Then you need 2 teaspoons of dried dill weed. And that cracks me up, because dill weed is just kind of one of those goofy compliments, or I mean goofy insults you could call somebody when you're just joking around, you know. You dill weed. So you need 2 teaspoons of that. Then you just need a pinch of garlic powder. Can't really pinch it much out of the container, so I'm going to use about that much. Really 2 pinches, because I doubled the original recipe. So that was probably about 2 pinches. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Now I'm going to mix all this together. It smells really good. I would stir it for maybe like a minute or so, just to make sure it all really mixes well. And then a lot of people too, believe it or not, with tuna salads, kind of let it marinate. So this is something you can keep in your fridge, actually. You could store it in the fridge for like a few hours, just to really let the flavors soak. Which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have one now, but I'm going to leave the rest for later. So I scooped up some of my tuna salad, put it with some cheese, and put it on some nice bread. So let's find out how this tuna salad tastes. And I was eating some off the side of the bowl anyway. Really good. I like it a lot. To me, it's a little different than your typical tuna salad because the curry kind of gives it like a unique kind of, I don't want to say like Middle Eastern feel to it or Indian feel, but there's definitely like more of a kind of herby, spicy version of tuna salad. And then if you have fresh herbs like your dill weed and stuff like that, you really get a kick of that too. So this is like a really fresh kind of herb and spicy, not hot spicy, but like you taste the spices and you taste the herb. But it's a really delicious tuna salad. Super refreshing. It's really good and I recommend it. I'm going to give credit, I need to give credit to the person whose recipe it is. It's on allrecipes.com. It's called Barbie's Tuna Salad. So I don't know if the girl's name is Barbie or what, but it had a lot of reviews with a really good score, and I can tell why. It's a very good tuna salad. So, if you want a delicious tuna salad, look no further.